Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our today's webinar about UK Biocidal Products Regulation. Today, our experts are Jana Eliasheva, who is here with me in Prague, and Dusan Basic connecting to us from Serbia. And they will tell you everything you need to know about UK Biocidal Regulation. And now I would like to ask Dusan to start his presentation.
So, hello, and thank you for joining us on this wonderful webinar. We will say a couple of things about transitional measures, what's new and what's already familiar under the Great Britain BPR. Following the end of transitional period on 31 December 2020, Great Britain is no longer part of the EU regime for regulating biocides. New Great Britain regime reflects or mirror the EU BPR. So most of the rules remain the same. There hasn't been no policy changes, but these two regimes operate independently. Biocidal products supply in Northern Ireland will be subject to the EU BPR under the Northern Ireland Protocol. So basically, in the Great Britain, we'll have two regulatory regimes. What's not new under the Great Britain BPR is that agency Great Britain will continue to act as competent authority, active substance dates of approval, active substance and product dates of renewal, data requirements, evaluation methods, timelines, and hourly rate that the UK competent authority charge as member states fee. Of course, given that Great Britain only context, some EU functions have been removed. So there is no more mutual recognition or union authorization, and there is no mentioning of the European Commission or ECHA under the Great Britain BPR. Most importantly is establishment rules. So Great Britain BPR requires a biocidal product authorization holder to be established within the UK. This also refers to the Great Britain and Northern Ireland, while, given that Northern Ireland follows the EU rules, Northern Ireland authorization holder must be established in the EU, EEA, or Northern Ireland. This practically means that English, Welsh, or Scottish legal entities cannot hold the Northern Ireland authorization. Some good news are that active substance approvals and biocidal product authorization already in place before the end of transitional period remain valid in Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Any active substance approval in place before 1st of January 2021 will remain valid in Great Britain until its expiry date, and any biocidal product authorization in place in Great Britain before 1st of January 2021, including union authorization and mutual recognition, will remain valid until its expiry date, although the authorization holder should ensure that they comply with requirements to submit data to agency, be established in the UK, and obtain active substance from suppliers on the Great Britain Article 95 list. Underlying data should be submitted as part of application for change to the authorization, renewal, or if agency requests so. Within this one-year transitional period, authorization holders should confirm UK location, become established in the UK, or transfer the authorization to a company that is already established in the UK. Below, you can see actually the list of biocidal products, linked over the list of biocidal products that are already authorized. Regarding the Article 95 list, EU Article 95 list was transferred to the Great Britain Article 95 list. Similarly to the EU BPR, if the supplier of an active substance is not on the Great Britain Article 5 list, then biocidal product containing that active substance cannot be made available on the Great Britain market. Since this transfer has been done on the 1st of January 2021, if your business was already listed on the EU Article 95 list, chances are that you are already transferred to the Great Britain Article 95 list. However, to remain with the Great Britain Article 95, There is 2 years deadline from the end of transitional period, and within this period, companies must resubmit a supporting dossier or letter of access as submitted to ECHA and be established in the UK. You will have 2 weeks to meet these requirements, and Great Britain Article 95 list can be found on the links below. Regarding the review program, EU Active Substance Review Program now become the Great Britain review program, which is important because products may stay on the market under transitional arrangements until the active substance review is completed, as given in Article 89. However, if your BREXIT product or BREXIT product family contains a new active substance or a non-review program existing active substance for your product type, you must obtain Great Britain BPR authorization before the BREXIT product or BREXIT product family can be made available on the Great Britain market. Since there isn't any independent review list of active substance given in the link below, if you filtering the regulatory process column, you can see which substance is included in the review program and its regulatory status. If your BREXIT product application was still being processed by another EU member states on 1st of January 2021 and you did not receive any authorization, you will have to comply with the deadlines given on these slides. So basically, you will need to reapply to Great Britain Competent Authority for a national product authorization within 180 days of end of transitional period, and where the agency was already evaluating competent authority, you already should have made the resubmission by the 31 of March 2021. These deadlines stand for the application for active substance approval and for BREXIT product authorizations. How we should make submission? Basically, you should download the relevant application form from the agency webpage, fill out the form, and send the application form to agency via email, after which agency will send you a secure upload link, which will be valid for 5 days for your templates and dossiers to be uploaded. What is very important to stress here is that following the Great Britain move from the EU, not being part of, agency loses access to ECHA IT tools and to data stored in ECHA systems. This means that where application and information has to be submitted or resubmitted, all the necessary data to support the application must be submitted as well. In other words, if you issue a letter of access to someone to meet these deadlines, agency will need to have the data available to able to process the application. This also goes for the BREXIT product authorizations, where it is necessary that agency have also active substance data in order to make the BREXIT product evaluation. However, it is also possible for a non-UK companies to be a data owner and to submit this data without any problems. All the communication is performed via email, while for the Northern Ireland companies, they still can use R4BP for some applications, such as the technical equivalency or active substance approval. If you are wondering what are the routes to make the BREXIT product available on the UK market, this is the slide for you. So for the Great Britain market, you should apply to agency under the GB BPR, or you can also apply to agency via unfettered access, once your biocidal products have been authorized in the Northern Ireland. This is something on which we will speak later. While for the Northern Ireland, you should apply to agency under EU BPR or apply to ECHA for union authorization under EU BPR. Please take notice that for Northern Ireland applications goes under the EU BPR as as application for national authorization of biocidal product, Article 29 of BPR, simplified authorization, Article 26 of BPR, or application for mutual recognition as given in Chapter 7 of BPR. Applicant can apply for mutual recognition of product already authorized in the EU, but this doesn't go via versa, since if the product is authorized in the Northern Ireland, it will not be mutually recognized in the EU. Unfettered access is basically the notification process where the same information as provided for the EU or Northern Ireland authorization is submitted to the agency. You have a deadline and you have to wait for 90 days to agency to place any objection. They should be on the area of efficacy or product safety, if any. And if there isn't any objection received, you can place your product on the Great Britain market as well. Also, there is no charge for this notification process, but be aware that biocidal product must meet the criteria given under eligibility criteria, such as Great Britain active substance approval, Great Britain Article 95 listing, and establishment in Northern Ireland. Also, the biocidal product must meet the definition of Northern Ireland qualified goods, something on which you can find more following the links. Basically, goods must be in free circulation in Northern Ireland before they are placed on GB mark. BP authorizations. So since we are, since the union authorization mutual recognitions are removed from the picture, what is left is a national authorization, simplified authorization, and same biocidal product authorization. As you are probably aware of, simplified authorization is only available to biocidal products whose active substance is on simplified active substance list and meet certain criteria, while the same biocidal product authorization allows for the authorization of biocidal product or biocidal product family, which is identical to another biocidal product or biocidal product family, to be placed on the UK market. There are alternative authorization routes or derogation for specific special syntheses, and maybe something similar, something seems similar to the EU BPR here. So we have the research and development notice. We have a provisional product authorization, similar as Article 55.2 from EU BPR, critical situation permit, similar to EU BPR Article 55.1, essential use authorization, cultural heritage authorization, and unfettered access notification, on which we already spoke about. Other requirements are pretty much the same. Requirements are on advertising, record keeping 10 years, packaging and labeling, where the Article 69 of BPR, Article 17 on COP is also applicable, while in the Great Britain there isn't any PCN notification, so you should submit your notification on a voluntary basis to the NPIS. Contrary, in the Northern Ireland, you should submit the notification in the form of in the PCN format to NPIS located in Birmingham. Regarding the fees, there isn't any change. Basically, based on daily rates, agency charges the fee for processing and evaluating applications, just as we used before. And more on this you can find in the following links. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dushan. Now I'm very happy to give the floor to Jana, who will continue with her presentation.
Okay, thank you. Are you hearing me? Okay, thanks. So I will talk about national rules. As Dushan explained in his presentation, existing EU Biocidal Products Regulation, we will say EU BPR, has been copied into British law. And the GB Biocidal Product Regulation, we will say GB BPR, came into force on at the end of 2020. To make matters worse, European legislation, which means EU BPR, still applies in Northern Ireland. And to make it even more complicated, biocides are currently also regulated by old national regulations. The national authority in the UK and as well as in Northern Ireland for biocidal products and other chemicals is Health and Safety Executive, in short, say HSE. You can use this link for the entry to the biocidal homepage, and there you can find a lot of information for placing biocides on the UK and Northern Ireland market. The first step to thinking about placing biocidal product on the UK or Northern Ireland market is checking to active substance or substances in your biocidal products. The active substance has to be listed on the list of active substance. In the UK, it's UK list, in EU is EU list, and the list EU list is also for Northern Ireland market. And the active substance, if the active substance is listed for our products or your product type, it's necessary to check the status of active substance. And there are two basic status. It's approved. If the active substance is approved, it's necessary to authorize biocidal product. We shall talk about it in his presentation. And if the active substance is under review, or we can see an initial application for approval or in process of evaluation, that means that it's regulated by national regulations. In case of UK and Northern Ireland is COPR or other laws. My presentation is focused on biocidal products contain active substance under review, and in other words, it's biocidal products under transitional period. So the control of pesticides regulations, COPR, is an older law that only applies to some types of biocidal products. COPR is one of the laws that control biocides in Great Britain and Northern Ireland to make sure that when they are used properly, they are not harm people, pets, or wider environment. Until biocidal active substance is approved under the GB BPR, some biocidal products in GB and Northern Ireland require approval by HSE under COPR. Other products may need to comply with other laws or schemes that apply in GB. This is a list of biocidal products which are regulated by COPR, and they needed HSE approval. These products will continue to be regulated and approved through HSE under COPR until a decision made to approve active substance under GB BPR. Once the active substance is approved, the products require authorization under GB BPR. So how to apply for COPR approval? The applicant must submit a completed application form in English and send it by email. There is possibility to download the application and fill it online. Only the application form should be submitted by email. All other relevant documents or data must be submitted via HSE Secure File Sharing Service. Once the application is submitted and processed by HSE, a link for document uploading is sending to the applicant. Which are required documents? Firstly, it's safety data sheet for if the biocidal product is classified as hazardous. It's necessary to be in a correct format, according to Annex 2 of UK or EU REACH. It's necessary to be label, proposal of label. The label has to, for each biocidal product, has to be according to Article 69 to be 9 of BPR. And additionally, if the product is classified as hazardous, it has to be according to Article 17 of CLP. For for hazardous products, it must be the product labeled in accordance with both articles. Other documents, it's any press submission correspondence with HSE, supplier of active substance, and any relevant letter of access or authorization. When the product is approved, is inserted to database COPR of approved biocidal product. The database provides details of products that have been approved under COPR since May 2004. Listed products can be supplied and used in Great Britain or Northern Ireland. The database details provides such HSE number, product number, etc., etc. And there is a link to the database, but nowadays it doesn't work. The other part of biocidal products does not need HSE approval. But be careful, because some other regulation can be applied. There are some disinfectants, preservatives, control pests, attractants, etc., etc. However, these products will require HSE authorization under GB BPR once the active substance is approved under GB BPR. Non-COPR biocidal products need a confirmation of that the active substance supplier is listed on the list of active substance under the Article 95, as well as correct label according to Article 69 and hazardous biocidal product according to Article 17. And if the product is hazardous, safety data sheet according to Annex 2 REACH regulation. There's possibility to send safety data sheet to National Poison Center Information Service, but it's voluntary, and I will talk about it later. As well as possible to provide safety data sheet voluntary for non-hazardous biocidal products. Other schemes. If the product is a disinfectant, it may need to comply with one or more of the following schemes that apply in Great Britain. This may be for aquaculture, drinking water, veterinary, etc., etc. So it's good to check if your product is not relevant for your product, and these schemes are not covered by HSE, and the list may not be exhaustive. These products will require HSE authorization under GB BPR once the active substance is approved under GB BPR. Another example of BPR or biological product regulated by other law is the control of moss. It's regulated under GB Plant Protection Products Regulation, and therefore claims against moss cannot be accepted under COPR, and any products making claims against moss will also need to be authorized under GB BPR or EU BPR in Northern Ireland. And remember, other rules may regulate the placing of the biocidal products on the UK market or Northern Ireland, in addition to the biocidal obligations. It should be, for example, REACH regulation. It's registration of biocidal products other than active substance over 1 ton per year. It should be classification according to CLP, labeling, packaging, as well as UFI codes on the label, especially for Northern Ireland. As I said before, National Poison Center Information Service, NPIC, its submission of information is voluntary, and there is a possibility to send SDS to email to help the authority to provide accurate advice on treatment and management of patients exposed to consumer products. And that's all from my side. If you have any question, I will try to answer them. Follow us, our social networks. It will help you to better orientation, not only in the biocidal world. So thank you, and back to Simona.
Thank you very much, Jana. Those of us who were following our webinars this whole first half this year, you know that it was supposed to be the last webinar from the UK REACH series, but we decided to give you a big overview somewhere in June, because we know there's lots of information that we covered, and we invited a special guest. So stay tuned. We will let you know the date and the special guest very soon. You can watch all our previous webinars, including this one, on our YouTube channel. So you will get this presentation. You can just hit this link and you will get there. The don't panic button, always work with us. If you have any issues with UK REACH, UK BPR, just contact us. You have here even the phone number to Tomasz, so you can call us. We will answer, help you with whatever you need. Now we can go to the questions. So first question. We want to place a biocidal product on the UK market, but the manufacturer of the biocidal product is a non-European company with an only representative in Luxembourg. Can they apply for an authorization in the UK, or should the UK OR apply on their behalf? Dusan, can you answer this?
Yes, absolutely. Well, the BPR is different from the REACH. So basically, in the BPR, there isn't any only authorization holder must be established in the UK, that is in the Great Britain or Northern Ireland, and there isn't any way around this. So basically, the company outside the UK cannot be authorization holder. Contrary to this, representative company can be used for inclusion on the Article 95 list.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you elaborate on the Great Britain 95 article list? What are the main differences between this article and EU 95 article?
Basic main difference as well that it is pretty much the same list into two different regulations. So there is EU Article 95 list where the suppliers of active substance and biocide products will be listed if they want to place the product, make the product available on the EU market or the Northern Ireland. And there is the Great Britain Article 95 list where the companies who are planning to make the product available on the Great Britain market should be listed. Applications are different. Uh, Basically, for the EU application, you will use S.r.o BP, and you will use the national submission methodology for the Great Britain Article 95, but the requirement, I mean, the active substance dossier or letter of practice can be used in both cases, and in cases of both lists, you can use the representative company. That is, if you are a non-EU biocidal product or active substance manufacturer, you can use the EU representative company to be listed on the EU Article 95 list, and the same goes for the Great Britain list. So it will not only include the Great Britain based active substance producer or biocidal product suppliers, but it can also include the companies that are non-UK based, if they have appointed Great Britain representative for these purposes only.
Another question we have here: is there any special information we need to pay attention to when we apply through the application scheme, like some test standards or addresses or the full recipe of the product?
Yes. So data requirements remain the same, timelines remain the same, but huge but practicality issue is that just like I mentioned, agency do not have access to the ECHA IT tools or data already submitted to the ECHA. So basically, if you want to use letter of access for anything, for the Article 95 inclusion, for the active substance within your biocidal product application, etc., the agency must have all those data already available. So, for instance, if you want now to make the application for the inclusion onto Great Britain Article 95 list using the letter of access, let's say that biocidal product producer or active substance producer purchased this letter of access from another consortium, he cannot do it unless this consortium or data owner already submitted the active substance dossier to agency. So basically, this is very important to take notice and to plan and to communicate with data owners involved in your application.
Thank you very much, Dusan. I hope that answers the question. If not, please let us know. Another question: are there currently, due to the pandemic, any simple processes for quick registration of certain disinfectants, like hand disinfectants that we all use every day now? Jana wants to answer.
Yes. Yes, it's it's especially for hand disinfectants and surface disinfectant, general surface disinfectant, not for veterinary use. Just to people and normal surfaces. It's very simple. It's necessary just send safety data sheet to National Poison Center, and that's it. Then it's possible to place the disinfectant on the UK market.
Sounds very easy. Thank you very much. Maybe we should start a line of hand disinfectants. Describe differences between notification of hazardous mixtures, biocidal products in GB and Northern Ireland. Are they voluntary?
It's Northern Ireland. It's the regulation for Northern Ireland is CLP. So that means it's necessary to notify in according to Annex 8 of CLP, and it's obligatory. And for GB, it's voluntary. It's necessary. Just send a safety data sheet to the poison center, and that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. And seems that we have the last question here that you cannot see, but I will just read it. What are the actions to take to still sell biocidal products on the UK market, which has been approved by UK authorities before Brexit?
Yes, I can take this one. Well, by the end of transitional period of 1 year, so you can still place your biocidal product on the market, but within 1 year, you should confirm your UK location to agency, and that's it. Or how to do it, and applicable form you can find on the agency website.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Dusan. Thank you very much, Jana. I think this was a very interesting afternoon. If you participants have any other questions, please feel free to write us an email or call us or whatever you feel like. And we will hope to see you again in the extra webinar happening in June. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for your attendance.